Gun Collector 87 here, bringing you another review here tonight. And tonight we got a Phoenix Arms. It is a 25 ACP small caliber. If you guys ain't familiar with a 25, we got some PPU. I got 200 rounds of these. I think I got them at Cabela's a while back. I bought some of these and something else, I don't remember now. Small gun, small caliber. These are 50 grain bullets. Nothing heavy. Nothing spectacular, that's for sure. But it's a little fun gun. For comparison, I'm going to show you a 9mm. Everybody's pretty familiar with a 9mm. I might not even be able to put it in 25. Yep, pretty small. There you go. Put them in here. There you go. 115 grain 9mm, 50 grain 25 ACP. Not many videos are done on 25s, I feel like. Sort of underrated, underlooked, or overlooked maybe I should say. They're not really popular. I guess maybe it kind of more of a women's caliber, if you want to say that. Which I've shot a few hundred through this. And I can understand why it is. There's little no recoil. It's like shooting a 22, and it's semi-auto, obviously. So before we go any further, nothing's in the magazine. I've got a couple of these. These are just little. I think they're 9 rounds. Yeah, I think so. You have a slide hold open right there. It is empty. So these guys, and FYI, this is California. As long as I'm not going crazy, but because I had a 22 I had little problems with, and I wanted to get it worked on, but I thought this was Canada. But evidently this is Ontario, California. Now if I'm still wrong, guys, just let me know down there. But let's go over this gun and we'll try to take it apart. It is a ham to take apart, guys. It is a ham. So we have a 3-inch barrel. Also, you can get these in a Target model, which means you get a 5-inch barrel. So, you know, you get another 2 inches on your barrel. And then you get a magazine, because they come in a kit. You get a magazine with a finger extension in the little kit. Now, a Target range one, which will usually include a pistol, will have the barrel, the 5-inch barrel. The pistol will have a 3-inch barrel. Then you'll have your extra mags and your box and all that stuff. Now you can get these barrels and the mags on eBay for about 40 bucks, 50 and up. So I'll show you this little box. Here's what it is. You get your lock. This is a little bag it came in, and your safety gun act. We gave about $105 for it. So really inexpensive gun. It was $150. I traded in an old Derringer I had on it, and I got it. Got to save a little money, so not too bad. So what you got here is here's your hammer block. Well, your firing pin block safety. So basically, it's just the regular safety. It's kind of, see, I'm trying to think here. Nothing comes to my head. But red means you're dead. Red's hot. This is just like flipping a safety like a Taurus or something would have, almost. That's the way I compare it. But also, you have this. This is the downfall of this gun. When I bought it, I had to find out that you have to be able to bypass this. This was retarded, and I'll tell you why. So, say your magazine's in, guys. Just like you enter here. And you're on fire. Well, you cannot take that magazine out without it being on safe, which is fine. It will drop out, boomy doom, and to get it back up in there, the gun would have to be on safe again. But guess what old Clay here did? And I'll show you here. So I bypassed all that, thanks to some other YouTubers out there in the world. Excuse my drywall. My screwdriver here, had to put some stuff up the other day, and I used it, which I don't use this much, these on my guns anyways. I got some red handled ones that has a lot nicer tips on them. So if you take off your grips, take off your panel, let me see here, yeah, your big safety switch here. Oh, it'll have to be disassembled. See, right here, there was another piece sort of similar like this. See, this is your safety that you'll see visible. It says safe. Now right here where my screwdriver is, there's a piece sticking out. So imagine this piece sticking out like that. Alright, I snipped that off with a pair of pliers so I can bypass all that. Because when you would put it in fire mode, it would block your magazine release, because it had this piece that would go under your magazine release. And if you can tell, right here is an indentation, and that's where that piece would ride in, especially when you have it on fire. You couldn't release it. So, and when you do that, you void all warranties. So, I snipped it off anyways. And now that allows me to move my magazine in and out at any time. And I don't have to fiddle with that. You still have a safety here. This will still lock your trigger, and it will still lock your slide. But also, you still got your firing pin block, which this for real, it works. I've had it happen. So we'll just stick this back on. And you can pick up different grips for these, whatever color you want, basically. They're like $20 a set. It's not a huge price for them. And like I said, this was a 25, and I do have a 22 Phoenix Arm on its way as we speak. I just paid shipping. It was 180 bucks. So I got a decent little deal on it. I'm not too big on spending over $200 on these little pistols, because number one, you can't shoot high velocity in the 22s, and I've never seen like super high velocities for these. They make like the buffalo bore high velocities, but these, I'm not gonna ever shoot that. So it is recommended on these guns that you shoot standard velocity of like 1,000, 1,100 feet a second. Anything over 1,200, I think, is considered high. They don't recommend stuff like your CCI Stingers, your mini mags, your 22 long rifle ones. Definitely stay with those, or those velocitators, if I said that right. And those are a little bit too hot, and they said it'll crack. It can potentially crack your slide because of the extra pressure. So I'm gonna try to take this apart, show you guys, because there's a trick with your big guide spring. You can use your magazine, and we'll see what we can do. So first of all, make sure your safety's covering the red dot, and then you'll actually keep your magazine in your unloaded gun. Nothing's in. There's the mag. I think you actually keep the hammer cocked backwards. And you'll keep your magazine safety in fire. You're going to cock your hammer. So now here's your takedown lever on both sides. This is the humdinger. This is why it is so hard to take down. And I have 0 fingernails at all. Gosh. So, going to improvise. And it's the screwdrivers I'm using, so oh well. Okay, did you hear that, guys? Now you can see it is moved forward on both sides. And that is your release. And now, another step, you're going to lift your barrel up. In theory. See? Lift your barrel up. And careful with your spring. And it's going to come out like that. Your slide should come up like this. And off. And there is your odd takedown of a Phoenix Arms 25. HP 25. Your 22s will be the same takedown. Same method. And it's a little dirty, you can tell. It's a little gummy. I haven't cleaned it in a while, actually. I used some grease in here when I don't use grease no more, so you can tell it's been a hot minute since this firearm was taken down. And here is your takedown lever, that piece that we had to scoot up. And I have put some grease down in there also. And here's what it'll do. See, it's in its rear form when your handgun is assembled. And then your goal is to push it ever so slightly that way. And then that's going to release your barrel when we take the barrel up and out. And you have a 3-inch barrel. There it is. And your spring, there's no guide rod per se like you'll see most guns have. It's all right here. And that is it right there. Well, let's see if we can put it back together. And yes, I have my manual out because it is a hoodoo to do. So obviously your slide is going to go on. Woohoo! That thing is, bro, it's a rocket. It will shoot out 60 miles an hour and go through your drywall. Just kidding. It won't. But it's a booger. You see how that spring is going to bend? This is the worst part about this gun, putting it back together. So, I'm reading my manual. I don't think I need to read all that. So what we're going to do is we actually are going to hold your magazine in and bring her on back. Well, see, told you. Been a moment since I put this thing together. See, that thing shot out like a rocket. Hang on. Alright, I'm back. That shot 10 feet in front of me. Magazine in. Alright. Lock your slide. There it is, guys. Putting this in here keeps that thing from compressing. And now you're able to do that. So you can slide your barrel in. Just like that, it'll lock in. You're going to drop it. Now you're ready. Little function check. Make sure you put it back together. And that's it, guys. That is your teardown and assembly, reassembly of Phoenix Arms 25. And use this video for your 22 long rifles, your HP 22 long rifles from Phoenix Arms. You can use this exact same video. They are set up identical. Well, guys, like I said, this is Gun Collector signing off. Remember, July 3rd, we are going to set off 40 pounds of tannerite. It's going to be great. It's going to be on YouTube here. So, guys, we thank you. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like, and share. I appreciate you guys. Leave some comments. Let me know what your opinion is. Keep it respectful. I know these guns they're not a Glock or a SIG, so if you have one, let me know what your thoughts of it is. Do you carry it? Do you shoot it a lot? Any issues you've had out of it? Be happy to talk to you guys. Love hearing your comments. We'll talk at you later, guys. Be safe.